Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League. This is second match of the day, match 43 between United Kurung FC and Monyul FC, coming to you live from the Golden Jubilee Outdoor Stadium in Upia. High stakes for one of the teams this particular match, Monyul FC being that one. Let's take a look at the overall table. For the scores, Capital Complex FC played all their games so far and are at the top of the table with 24 points. Right behind them, Siang Warriors FC. They are yet to play another game, but they are in the second with 19 points. These two teams are moving on to the next stage, to the top four for sure. In fact, they will meet each other in the semi-finals to find a spot in the final directly. And right behind them, Subansiri United, who just won their last match convincingly against Kameng United with 4-0, and with that they've gone ahead of Monyul FC with 16 points on the third. They are going through as well, and this is the contentious one. Monyul FC with 8 games played is at 14 points, and Niga United have one more game coming up. They are at 13 points right now. So the way things stand right now, it all really depends on how well Monyul FC performs in their next match. Just going back to the other teams, Namsai FC, Patka United FC, Kameng United FC, United Kurung, and Dibang United don't really have any chance of making it through to the top four. Right now, the contest really is between Monyul FC and FC Niga United. If these two teams manage to do what they intend to, which is win their respective matches, that will decide who joins the rest of the three teams, Capital Complex, Siang, and Subansiri in the top four. As of now, let's get back to the action on the pitch. This is United Kurung FC fighting for redemption, Monyul FC for qualifying into the top four. And out comes the players. First, the match officials. Referee Karba Kambu, assistant referee Bruce Lee Talong, assistant referee Sani Meda, and the fourth official is Sri Tokoteri. You can see the players, United Kurung, Monyul FC in all white, United Kurung in black and green. Now, to be completely fair, the campaign for United Kurung ends here. They will not move on to the next stage of the competition regardless of how this encounter turns out between them. The onus is really on Monyul FC. At the beginning of this evening, Monyul FC were at the third spot, but in the last match that we saw between Subansiri and Kameng United, Subansiri won their match and skipped ahead in the overall tally. So right now, it is on Monyul FC to win this match anyhow and secure their position in the top four. These are the captains from both the teams, shaking hands in the middle of the pitch, being supervised by the officials. Captains for the teams, let's have a look. Monyul FC, that's the starting lineup for Kurung FC. Goalkeeper Rikutado, a lot of the other substitutes right there. The captain for the team is Binyashi, and the captain for Monyul FC is Lalun Siama. Goalkeeper is Golab Brahma, midfielder Sering Wange. That's the substitute. Those are the players for Monyul FC, their starting lineup and the substitutes. Now, as we were saying, we're almost at the end of the playoffs. This is the penultimate day. We'll have another day of playoffs, which will be tomorrow. But I think this particular match between United Kurung and Monyul FC might very well be the decider as to who goes through and takes that final spot in the top four. As of now, the first position is secured by Capital Complex FC, second by Siang Warriors, third by Subansiri United, and the contest now really will be between Monyul FC and Niga United. Not directly against each other, but depending on how well they perform in the respective matches. If Monyul FC wins this encounter, they would be number 4. If they lose and Niga United wins their match tomorrow, it will be Niga United who goes through. So really, it's not just the match in which you are involved, but also your competitors, the one right behind you, right next to you, how well that team performs in their respective match. That also makes a lot of difference in this kind of format. And we are getting ready for kickoff for this encounter. As mentioned, United Kurung really doesn't have any chances of getting through, but they will play for glory, for redemption, for their fans, the best day that they can. Monyul FC is the one who has the pressure on themselves. Last huddle before the game kicks off. Same for United Kurung, huddle before the kickoff. And with that, both the teams make their way to the middle of the pitch. Referee waiting there intently with the ball in his hand. And with that, we are live. This is United Kurung against Monyul FC. Intercepted by Monyul FC. It might create a chance. Lobs the ball in the center. Doesn't quite find anyone. Monyul FC in all white. United Kurung black and green. Captain Lalunciama, or Rolando as he prefers to be called sometimes, doing his defensive duties in the back. Passes the ball along to his centre back. Passes it back to the left back. Lobbed ahead. Good ball in, but directly. And the lap of the goalkeeper from Kurung United. Rido Tadu. Attack brewing for Monyul FC from the right flank. Plenty of white shirts committed to that. They've been played in the center, now to the left. Goes back. Throw in for Monyul FC. Captain Lalunciama. Centre back puts the ball forward. Headed by the defense to the goalkeeper. Intelligent bit of defense there. Captain Lalunciama. Cleared rather clumsily. Ball change possession there. Still with the players of Kurung United, but the ball was dispossessed and the striker from Monyul FC goes down. Referee Garba Kambu just checking up on him. First free kick for Monyul FC at around 3 minutes of game time. Looks like the player's laces have been undone. He's just securing them before the free kick is taken. Captain Lalunciama, or Rolando, as he prefers to be called sometimes, will take that free kick from the looks of it. Defensive ball in place, just chips it ahead and goes out of play for a goal kick. The ball was placed well enough, but really not quite as well as the striker from Monyul FC would have liked. Goal kick for United Kurung. Agung got the ball, passed it to his teammate, but the possession was lost. It's United Kurung. Ball dispossessed now. It's again Monyul FC on the break. Good ball ahead. Finds his left winger, falls down. And the players from Monyul FC are protesting that. They are sure that called for a penalty. The referee says otherwise. Forward Tutu, suckling soul. Tutu, that was, who went down inside the D box. Ball dispossessed. Tame Agung with the ball. Places it in, but safely taken by the keeper for United Kurung. Peter Tadu. Ball's up ahead now. Kurung trying to make something happen from the left hand. That's a good run. He has enough support. Two or three players there for United Kurung. Dispossessed. Tame Agung with the ball. Lobs it ahead. Striker just vehemently shouting for the ball there. He's not too happy with too much bounce on that pass there. Rinchen Dorji Karma frustrated at this point. A little too early. Just 5 minutes of game over. We'll have plenty of opportunities and time to score for sure. Possession taken by United Kurung. Fadil. Good work, good run there. He falls down. Again, referee doesn't say it's not a foul. Definitely not enough to warrant a penalty. Fadil would probably say otherwise. Referee asking for the physio to come in. Fadil seems to be in a lot of pain there. The physios have been kept fairly busy throughout this competition. Word of appreciation for their duties that they have been performing very diligently and with dedication. Fans of football, I would say, not quite sure which team that might be, but good to have a turnout in the venue itself. Of course, thank you to all the fans who are tuning in online as well. Fadil still down, referee looking on intently, physio attending to him. Looks like he may have hit the back of his head. Bit of a dicey area to be injured in, really. Right in the back of the head, above the neck it may be. Getting off the pitch for the game to resume, and this is going to be a corner kick for United Kurung. See if they can make anything happen. Close to 7 minutes and 50 seconds mark. First real opportunity for United Kurung. High ball in. Almost made that one count. Still the ball is with Kurung, and that's put inside by Lenzing. Made no mistake there. He found enough space. There were plenty of white shirts, plenty of Monyul FC defenders, but somehow He just found that space. Lenjing Panyang makes it 1-0 for Kurung at 8 minutes mark. This is just not what Monyul has ordered for the day. Lovely bit of work there. First the corner kick and then header and that pass there by Benyashi. That's the one. It was a very crucial pass from him. And Lenjing Panyang made sure that finds the back of the net. Absolutely no trouble. The defenders from Monyul FC were looking at each other in disbelief, like how did that happen? There were at least 4 or 5 of them. And somehow Lenjing Panyang found that gap that he wanted. It's 1-0 for United Kurung. United Kurung seems to have found that fresh injection of energy there with that last goal that they scored. A lot of frantic activity. Monyul now pressing on with a sense of urgency there. Rinchin Dorji Karma plays the ball ahead in the left wing. The player goes down, the left winger for Monyul FC. Referee comes rushing in. Not sure what he has in mind. Tutu Sakrinso who went down. Referee has a word with the defender for United Kurung. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for Monyul FC. Good ball in. Committed quite a few players there, Monyul FC, but headed away for a corner kick. This still could be a dangerous situation developing for United Kurung. We do know that United Kurung is not going to make it to the top 4. It's Monyul FC, for whom the stakes are very high. Corner kick taken low and curved in. Headed away. Ball just shot into the stratosphere. Those kind of shots will not do any good for Monyul FC if they want to win this match and make their way into the top 4 in the knockout stages. Was being contested there in the air by both the teams. Now looks like it's Kurung on the break. Not quite. The captain Arunachal is there to check the attack. Brewing from the left. Ball kept in play somehow by Monyul FC. And missed pass there. Wasn't really any kind of an intent or precision in that pass. It's again Kurung United. A bit of trickery there. Ball lobbed ahead in the center, but will safely be handled by the keeper. Fadil just couldn't get there in time. Lobbed ahead to the left. But really no one there in the flank to receive that pass. captain from Monyul, Arunachal. Picks it ahead. The ball in. Finds Tameagung. Loses possession though. Sloppy clearance. Again, a high ball in. Plenty of black shirts there committed to the defense. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Monyul FC. Monyul FC captain Arunachal pressing forward himself from his defensive position, comes way up ahead. Another long penetrating ball in. Not a bad ball. Tameagung just running for that. Keeps it in play. Chipped in. Rinchin takes a shot, and that second touch from the Monyul FC striker may have done the job if it was not for the defender from United Kurung, who was there with that last touch. Denied. Well done. Well kept by the defender from United Kurung. Free kick for United Kurung now. Good skill shown there. Ball played back by United Kurung. Dominic James, good ball in, puts it to Fabil. Fabil makes it count. That's 2-0 for United Kurung. No mistakes there. They've just doubled their lead. And it's under 16 minutes of gameplay, and United Kurung are up by 2-0 against Monyul FC. Goalkeeper for Monyul FC, Gopal Brahma, just dumbfounded with that. Bad clearance, bad defense there by the defense. The defender from Monyul FC just completely missed the ball there while trying to clear it. Fabil takes advantage of that. Makes no mistake whatsoever. United Kurung 2, Monyul FC 0. And with that, Monyul FC's hopes of making it to top 4 are looking a little dicey. Although, to be fair, Monyul FC has come back in their previous encounters after being down by a few goals or so. This very well could be that. Plenty of time left, only 16 minutes of gameplay over so far. There's more than enough time to make up for the deficit. A 2-goal lead is what United Kurung have on them. And while Monyul FC has been attacking just as much, it's United Kurung who has been more precise and on point with their attacks. And hence you see the scoreline. This could be something for Monyul FC. Tameagung takes a crack at it, finds the defender. Ball is still in possession with Monyul FC. Bit of tackle and heavy pushing there between Tameagung and the captain for United Kurung, Denyasi. Ball eventually goes out for a goal kick. Those kind of defensive errors we saw, which led to the last goal, is not something that Monyul FC would like to see at this stage in the competition. This is their last match. This is their last opportunity to make it count, win the match, get those 3 points and make it to the top 4. Otherwise, that position for top four, the fourth place could be taken by another team, possibly Mega United, who play tomorrow. Cleared by the captain, Benyashi. Quick throw in by Monyul FC. Just no room there for anything to happen. Fabil now along with the ball. Good run from the left. Plenty of right shoulders there. He has support in the center now. What will he do next? Puts the ball in, takes a shot at himself. Wide of the mark. Doesn't do anything except rattle the advertisement board there. But Fabil will want to take those shots if he wants to score more goals. Coming into this match, this is not how you would have envisioned it, especially considering the distance of points between the two teams. Monyul FC was actually in the third position at the beginning of this evening, and United Kurung was at the 9th place. There's no way that United Kurung will benefit from this win, but the fact is they will play for redemption, for glory, for the love of the game, and that is causing all kinds of trouble for Monyul FC's chances of making it to the top four. As we know, as things stand so far, Capital Complex FC on top of the table. They are definitely going through to the first semi-final, as are Siang Warriors right behind them. They will play each other in the first semi-final, and the second knockout match will be played between Subansiri United, that's one of the teams, and whether it's Monyul FC or FC Mega United that makes it to the last spot, that is what remains to be seen. At the moment, things are not looking good for Monyul FC. They are trailing by 2-0. You can see the statistics right there on the top of the screen on the left hand side. Possession has been predominantly kept by Monyul FC, 63%, as opposed to 37% by United Kurung. But the scoreboard tells a different story altogether. It's United Kurung who, even with that diminished possession of 37%, has managed to score the 2 goals with which they are leading right now. Goal kick for United Kurung. Monyul just looking for an opening. They have to come back in this game. Good ball in. Tameagung runs after that, but safely kept by the keeper. Won't have trouble with those. Now ball dispossessed. Now this could be another opportunity for United Kurung, but I think the striker there was a little too fast. Pawang Toko probably should have taken some more time before having a go at the ball. He also had support from Fabil on his left. Probably didn't see that or decided to have a crack at the goal anyway. That was a golden opportunity to make it 3-0 for United Kurung. Could have been executed much better. Long ball played now again by Monyul. Pumped away by the goalkeeper, but the danger still lurking near United Kurung's goal post. Finally, clearance by John Das, the defender. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Monyul FC. The captain takes it. Lal Nunciama must be worried about the way things are turning out at the moment for Monyul FC. 23 minutes of gameplay over so far, trailing by 2 goals. It's again Fabil now, trying to break free. Lobs it up ahead to the left flank. Looking for some support there. Ball goes out for a throw-in. Another throw-in for United Kurung. Managed to get the possession. Good ball chipped in. Too many right shirts there for anything to happen. Takes a crack at it anyway. Defender clears it from near the D-box. Danger still lurking for Monyul. Good run in. Crosses the ball. Fabil runs after it but doesn't quite get it cleared. Now it's Rinchin from the right flank. Looking for some support. Plays the ball ahead to Tameagong on the right flank again. Good work there by Tameagong. Good run. Looking for some support in the center. Passes the ball back. Hits the defender from United Kurung and looks like the ball's gone out for a corner kick. Kick, long and high, connected. Rinchin has the ball, puts it back in the center again. Another header. Last touch by the striker from Monyul FC. Defenders and the goalkeeper from United Kurung let that one go out for a goal kick. And ball by the player from United Kurung. Free kick for Monyul FC. As things stand right now, Monyul FC must be wondering what's the best thing to do here. An early 2-goal lead by United Kurung certainly puts a dampener in their plans as far as making it to the top 4 is concerned. Still, of course, we have plenty of time left. Almost 20 minutes of gameplay in this half, and then there's the second half still. Let's see if the captain Lalunciama can make this free kick count. Get that elusive goal for Monyul FC. Chips it in, headed away by United Kurung. Another header. Ball's played ahead to Fabil in the left. He's looking for some support in the center. Loses control of the ball. Lalunciama pass the ball to Tameagong. Tameagong plays it ahead. Doesn't quite find his teammate as intended, but the ball was cleared away for a throw-in by United Kurung. Throw-in for Monyul FC, and again a slow methodical build-up from the back for Monyul as before. Captain Lalunciama urging his players in and sends the penetrating ball, long ball in. It's a good ball, but enough defense from United Kurung there to foil their chances. Rinchin all over the defender from United Kurung there. Ball goes out of play for a goal kick for United Kurung. Quickly taken by the defender. Long ball ahead again. In the center, headed away. Ball back in possession with United Kurung. Keeper Apsu there, lost possession. Ball was attempted to be kept in play, but went out. Final touch by Rinchin. So a throw in for United Kurung. And that clearance didn't quite work out as well. Throw in for Monyul FC. Another throw in. Captain Lalun Siama plays it back to his centre back. Plays it to the left back. Monyul FC really pressing hard. The defenders are almost at the middle of the field, trying to create an opening, attacking, see if they can penetrate the defenses of United Kurung. They won't with those kind of attempts really. Good ball in now. It's again Fadil, this time from the right flank. One-on-one with the left back. It's a good one, good skill there by Fadil. Defender was up to the task nonetheless. The ball is still in possession of Fadil. Pass it along to his teammate inside the D box. Almost tripped and fell. Bamang Toko tried to play the ball in, but cleared by Monyul FC. They try to counter that if they can. Rinchin has the ball in the right flank now. Good run. A bit of skills there. Plays it back. Another ball sent in right in the hands of the keeper for United Kurung. Rigo Taru will have no trouble dealing with those. 30 minutes of gameplay over. It's still United Kurung 2, Monyul FC 0. Fadil, very dangerous at that position, always hungry for the ball. The defender for Monyul FC was not happy with that challenge from the back, protesting to the referee that should have been a foul, but the referee says otherwise. Game goes on. Nice communication between the players of United Kurung. Now ball again lobbed to the right wing for Rinchin. Rinchin making a run. Good bit of one-on-one there. Lost possession nonetheless. And the referee blows the whistle. The jump was a little too high for the referee's liking. Gives a free kick for United Kurung. See all kind of things on that United Kurung's player's right leg. Not sure what those are. All lobbed ahead. Left back from Monyul FC had to struggle, run and keep that in possession. It's the captain Lalun Siama again leading from the back all the way to the mid. Is possessed. Ball goes out for throw in for United Kurung. Fadil. Panyang, the goal scorer, the first one. Good ball. Really, that was deflected. Well attempted by Lenjing Panyang, the goal scorer, the first one. Showed some good individual skills there, but that cross deflected off a defender. He's frustrated with himself. He knows he could have done better with that. And this is a corner kick for United Kurung. They can still make this one count if they score. This will be 3-0. Quickly taken. Fabil plays it back to Siyama. That's Chinkosan Dimgel or also Siyama. The number 11 midfielder in United Kurung. Not to be confused with Lalmung Siyama, the captain of Monyul FC. Damiagung. Ball's been lobbed ahead. Throw in for Monyul FC. Referee blows the whistle there. Not quite sure what happened there. Maybe there was two balls in the pitch at the same time. Anyway, it's a rinch in now. Last touch came off the defender, Sierra Chapang, for United Kurung. So that's a corner kick for Monyul FC. It's around 35 minutes of gameplay. This could be an opportunity for Monyul FC. Now might be the time for them to make something happen. Good ball in, thumped away by the keeper. Rinchen takes a crack, the defensive line holds, cleared. Ball still retained by Monyul FC. The danger is still on. The flex off the defender. Still Monyul had the ball, finally cleared. Again back in possession with Monyul FC. Chips it into the right wing. Good bit of work, puts the ball in, attempts at the goal, possibly rather than a cross. Goes out of play for a goal kick. And with that, the goalkeeper seems to have also gone down for United Kurung. Not sure what that was, if there was a collision earlier somewhere, we're not sure. It may have happened off camera. The referee is ushering for the physio, and another team member from United Kurung is also down there. And he seems to be in fair amount of pain as well. Could be a muscle cramp, difficult to say. He's up on his feet. Fabil getting some instructions from his coach in the sidelines. Goalkeeper from United Kurung is still down. Might need to see an action replay to see what really happened there. What kind of collision was he involved in? The physio is attending to the goalkeeper, Ridotado, for United Kurung. He's still down. Really not sure what happened there. That looks like the collision or whatever he was involved in must have been pretty hard. The replay of the first goal we saw. Panyang makes it through that barrage, or rather 5 or 6 Monyul FC players, including the goalkeeper there. Plenty of white shirts were there, but he still snuck that past in, and this was the one. Defensive error, and Fabil made no mistake out of that. That really should have been dealt with much better by the defender from Monyul FC. Surely he must be regretting that. That's definitely on him. And somebody is enjoying the game through the phone. And looks like finally the goalkeeper, Ridotadu for United Kurung, is up on his feet. He still looks like a little out of breath. Physio is just instructing him to stretch a bit, some breathing exercises to feel better. Looks like it's finally ready. Still seems to be limping a little there. Build up from the left. Came nothing out of it really. United Kurung dispossessed. Fabir seems to be playing a very specialized role at this point, predominantly as a striker. He's been left free to just wait for the ball and go for the attacks as and when the opportunity presents itself. He's already proven himself with that second goal, and at the moment it's 40 minutes of gameplay over, and it's still Kurung United Kurung rather, leading by 2 goals. Monyul trying to create something on the counter, but took too much time there, gave enough time for the United Kurung defenders to get back. Still good run there by the Monyul FC forward, lots of Tenzing Jr. But ball had too much pace in it, went out for a goal kick. Ball given away by United Kurung. 2-2 there with the ball. Finally dispossessed. Ball now with United Kurung. Waiting for Fabil to make that run. Keeper Absu couldn't quite reach the ball. The defender, the centre back from Monyul FC cleared that. Another throw in for United Kurung. That was an attempted goal. Not a very committed one, but an attempt nonetheless. Doesn't do anything. Bear in mind, as mentioned earlier, this game carries more weightage for Monyul FC than United Kurung, in all fairness, because regardless of the outcome, that's Tamil Kurung on the break, denied by the keeper, limping back. The keeper still doesn't look 100% since that last collision, and when he went down, still seems to be not 100%. It's not a good look for the keeper if they want to hold on to that 2-0 lead that they have. And we're pressing on. This time the keeper collects the ball calmly enough. Passes it to his right back. John for United Kurung. Plays it ahead. Deflected off the head of the right winger for United Kurung there, but the ball is in possession with Monyul FC. Alunciama. Good ball in. Effectively dealt with by the defense from United Kurung. the ball to keep Apsu, but intercepted and then goes out of play for a throw-in for United Kurung. Another one. Throw-in this time possibly from Monyul FC. Vinchin. It's a good run from the left winger. Goes down. Tutu really not happy with that challenge. Protesting to the referee. That should be a card. The referee says it's a foul. It's going to be a free kick, but not strong enough to warrant a yellow card. Slightly dangerous situation for United Kurung at around the 45 minutes mark. Free kick. Plenty of players from Monyul FC committed to that attack. Let's see what comes off it. Time added on as well. We missed how much? 7 minutes of time added on. We missed that while the action was taking place in the pitch. A little bit of heated words there between the players from Monyul FC and United Kurung. And the captain, Benyasi, felt that bit of collision, the push from the Monyul FC striker was a little too much, too intense, and too malicious there. He was not happy. He immediately went up to him, told him not to do that again. This player is still down. Chera Chapang still down on the ground. Physio comes in to have a look. 45 minutes over and 7 minutes of added on time. Captain from Monyul FC, Lalnum Siyama, also comes in to check on the down player from United Kurung. Good bit of sportsmanship there, checking on the well-being of not only your players, but players from the other team as well. Good spirit there shown by the captain of Monyul FC. The stretcher comes in, and the stretcher goes out of the pitch as well. Throw in for Monyul FC. Tameagung plays it back to Lalnum Siyama. Centre back doing midfield duties, it would seem, for Monyul FC. Good ball in. Carried away by the captain Benyasi. Back with Tameagung. Monyul FC chips it in. Carried away. For a corner kick for Monyul FC. Pressure still building on United Kurung in the last few minutes, but it is still United Kurung that's leading by 2-0 against Monyul FC. Monyul FC still retains possession. Still working inside the D box. That final touch may have come off a defender. So the Monyul FC players are claiming. Wange, they're not at all happy with that. They had a good opportunity there to score a goal for Monyul FC. Another corner kick, better this time. Ball goes out of play. Final touch there by Monyul FC player. It's going to be a goal kick. Monyul FC takes a crack at it. That just came out of nowhere, and that was not a bad strike at all. The keeper got to it, but honestly, that just came out of absolutely nowhere. It wasn't a bad strike, not at all. Going with the ball again. Plays it back. Captain Lalun Siama really up ahead from his defensive position. Rinchin jousting for the ball. Monyul FC gets the ball. Not sure what happened there. Just went down. Player from United Kurung would have wanted to. But that's the last attempt there that we saw. That was not bad at all. Free kick for Monyul FC. Tame will take that one. A lot of pushing and shoving in the background. Tame chips it in. Rinchin heads the ball right in the hands of the goalkeeper. Arido Tado makes no mistakes with that. It was not a bad attempt, but Rinchin possibly could have done much better with that. Just now it's United Kurung on the counter. Good bit of run there. Fabil flicked the ball back. At that point it's now again with Fabil. Ball goes out of play. A lot of shoving there happening. The referee goes to check on the player, has a word with him. And the captain for United Kurung, Benyash, is really furious with that push on Fabil from the player by Monyul, from Monyul FC. Could have been a continuation of the spat they had a few minutes back in the opposite end of the field. And that's the one. Saw that shove was a little unnecessary, to be honest. Rollick strong thumb. And it was uncalled for. We're almost at the end of the 7 minutes added on time. Penetrating ball ahead, headed by the Monyul striker, but goes out for a goal kick. And that's the whistle for the half time. United Kurung FC leading by 2-0 against Monyul FC. This is definitely not how Monyul FC would have envisioned this match to be. As mentioned, while United Kurung performing as well as they are, even if they win, will not continue their journey or the campaign anymore. It's Monyul FC who has to win this game anyhow if they are to make it to the top 4. If they lose this match and Niga United wins their next match, which is tomorrow, Then it will be Niga United who will secure the 4th place. And at the moment as things stand, it's Capital Complex FC, Siang Warriors and Subansiri United in the top 3 position. So it's basically this match and the next match by Niga United which will decide who gets to go through. Statistics: 37% possession by United Kurung as opposed to 63 by Monyul. 6 shots by United Kurung, 9 by Monyul. 2 by Kurung shots on target, 3 by Monyul. 2 corner kicks for Kurung, 5 for Monyul. 1 offside by Kurung, none by Monyul. 6 fouls committed by Kurung, 3 by Monyul. No cards at this point. And despite the diminished possession of the ball, it is United Kurung which is leading by 2-0 against Monyul FC. And we will come back to you in the second half of this fascinating encounter between United Kurung and Monyul FC. Please stay tuned and we'll see you soon. Welcome back to the second half of United Kurung FC versus Monyul FC. In the first half, we saw United Kurung score 2 goals and none from Monyul at the moment. And this could be bad news for Monyul FC because the way the things stand in the overall score table, Monyul FC has to win this match if they want to qualify and secure a spot at the top 4. United Kurung, of course, playing for the love of the game and glory that comes with it, but as far as the result having an impact on their journey is concerned, not going to do anything for them. And with that, we kick off the second half of the encounter between United Kurung and Monyul FC. Ball being contested in the air by both the teams. Looks like it's a free kick for United Kurung. Captain Binyas, who will take that, lobs it far ahead, trying to get the ball to Fabil if he can. He's been the specialist scorer for the team. Scored the second goal of a defensive error by Monyul FC. That's a good run by Lenjing Panang. He was the other goal scorer. The first goal was scored by him. Looks like a bit of a tussle there. Player from United Kurung has gone down. Referee has blown his whistle. Oh, that's very aggressive from the captain of United Kurung. He has been fairly temperamental in the game in the first half as well. And while that challenge was definitely not very sportsmanlike, what came after could land him in trouble. But then again, I suppose that's a yellow card for the captain from Monyul FC, Lalmun Siyama. He gets a yellow card. Referee making his way to... And that's the replay. Let's see what happened. The ball, okay, that was almost a wrestling tackle there by the captain, Lalun Siyama. And that warranted an equally aggressive response from the captain from the other team, Benyashi. And we definitely would like to avoid seeing such incidents occurring. This has no place in modern football. Clear, but really very poorly so by the United Kurung defense. Quick throw in. Tameagong keeps the ball in play. Does his best. It's a throw in for Monyul FC again. That's a free kick rather. That could have been the opportunity that Monyul FC was looking for. But that header, the final touch was just not up to it. Plays the ball across to the right. Monyul FC relentlessly pressing on. They just have to make something happen soon. 51 minutes of gameplay over with. It's still Kurung United Kurung rather, leading by 2 goals to Monyul FC's nil. Lob long on the right flank. Ball being contested by both the players. Finally goes out for a throw-in. Looks like we have a couple of substitutions for Monyul FC. Substitutions. Goalkeeper Gola Brahma is out, as is the defender Joram Puku. And it's going to be a free kick for United Kurung.
Substitution for Monyul FC. Player number 1, Gola Brahma, replaced by player number 99, Nawang Penjor. Player number 12, Joram Puku Loma, replaced by player number 37, Homsen Singh. And player number 21,
So goes the whistle.
replaced by player number
Free
14,
kick for United
Vibong
Kurung.
Engruhana.
Quickly taken. Sent to the flank. Siyama for United Kurung. Lunging the goal scorer. Good work there, good run. Dispossessed finally, still managed to chip the ball inside, safely in the hands of the keeper, but that was a very good attempt. Very good run by the goal scorer. Lunging Panyang. Now this is Monyul FC from the left. Those are the substitutions. Lepsang Tenzing and Joram Pakuloma are out. So the goalkeeper Gola Brahma in his place is goalkeeper Nawang. Brahma didn't look good ever since the time when he went down. He was struggling a bit, as we all saw in the first half. And looks like he couldn't continue anymore and had to be substituted. Away, throw in for Monyul FC. Fabiola plots that attempt anyway. High and deep, that ball. Too many black shirts from United Kurung really. Just doesn't have enough space for the striker from Monyul FC to do anything about it. Nadong Guling So been trying really hard ever since the first half, but really met with no success yet. Monyul FC yet to score a goal. Ball cleared by the captain from United Kurung. Tameagun goes down. Harsh collision there. Was unintended. Free kick nonetheless, and it's the captain Siyama who will take that for Monyul FC. Kick takes a header, directed it well enough, but really didn't have enough power. And looks like there was a collision later with one of the players from Monyul FC with the goalkeeper from United Kurung. Bad day to be a goalkeeper, it would seem. Physio rushes in. Lovely bit of support there for the players, regardless of which team they are. This would surely motivate anyone. Goal kick by United Kurung. The goalkeeper is finally okay now. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Monyul. Monyul is really beginning to look a little desperate with their relentless attacks. That 2-0 goal difference is bearing on their minds now, I'm sure, as the clock ticks away. They want to secure a spot at the top 4 of the knockout stages. They have to make something happen. Competent bit of defending there by the captain from United Kurung. Pinyashi cleared that header, although it goes out for a corner kick. Very hands-on kind of captain as we have seen so far. Takes up on his behalf of his players in every given opportunity. Corner kick for Monyul FC. Good one there by Gulinsa, but doesn't connect with any player from Monyul FC. Last touch came off a player from United Kurung, so that's another corner kick from the other end this time. Pressure still on. Monyul FC still pressing very hard. Live one takes that. Cleared away by United Kurung. Fouled. Adon goes down. Free kick for Monyul. Again fairly close to the goal. Plenty of fouls so far, 9 by Kurung, 5 by Monyul so far in the game. This could be dangerous for United Kurung. High ball in, struck a little too hard, a little too well. Ball is with Monyul FC. Another ball in, not a bad attempt by Rinchin with that header. But misses the target by a few feet. Rinchin really has been trying very hard to make something happen, but honestly, none of that has borne any fruit so far. United Kurung trying to break through from the left this time. Tako takes the ball. Fabil has it under control, takes a crack at it. Too high. Doesn't do much. Fabil acknowledges nonetheless that was a very good ball created from his teammate there. Look at the possession there. Kurung United has only had 35% of the possession as opposed to 65% by Monyul. But scoreboard tells a different story. Rinchin now on the left. Captain Benyash clears that one. But the ball finds its way to another player from Monyul FC. Takes it back. Wide by a huge margin. Those won't do any good for Monyul FC. 60 minutes of gameplay over, another 30 minutes left, and it's still United Kurung leading by 2-0. Substitution. Adon is out. And in its place, forward Mohammad Faiz is in. Faiz, one of the more important players for Monyul FC. He's been very instrumental in their campaign so far. Scored a few spectacular goals along the way. He might just be the differentiator that Monyul FC needs right now. Vincent slips, loses possession. All goes out of play nonetheless. Throw in for Monyul FC. Chips it ahead, finds Tameagong. Faiz was looking for the ball there, but Tameagong didn't have him in his sight. Cross back now to Rinchen. Plays it back. Arunachal, the captain. Lobs it ahead. Finds the defender from United, Kurung. He's looking for Tameagong. That's a little bit of acrobatics right there we just saw. Between Rolex and keeper Atsu. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for Monyul FC. Faiz having a word there with the captain, Arunachal. He knows they have to make something happen soon. The clock is ticking. Let's see what Faiz has up his sleeve. Flicks it in. Cleared away. Goes out for a throw-in for Monyul FC. Arunachal to Tameagong. Plays it ahead. It's a good ball. Takes a whip at it. If Rinchen could have just lined him, maybe got a touch with the head, that could have been the first goal for Monyul FC. Chances are being created, as we can see. Good work there. That could have easily been a goal on its own, or a good cross for Rinchen to head it in. None of that happened. Monyul still hasn't scored. Score line remains elusive as before. Tameagong this time chips it in. Tameagong still scrapping, fighting for that ball. Arunachal to Faiz. Faiz to Rinchen. Rinchen again makes a bit of a run there. Dispossessed by the captain, Benyashi. He falls down on his own. He doesn't see anything wrong there. Dispossessed. Throw in for Monyul FC. Quickly taken. Live on there. Really frantically running back and forth, trying to create an opening, create a chance, make anything happen. It's really nervous times for Monyul FC. They know the clock is ticking, and looks like their hopes for being able to make it to the top four might be slipping away slowly. Still 65 minutes of gameplay over. There's still plenty of time to bounce back from this, and Monyul FC has bounced back in the past. Still unable to get that breakthrough they're looking for though. Cleared by my United Kurung defense. Fabil. Kurung, but cleared now again, back in possession. Faiz and Agung. Beautiful 1-2 there. Pass the ball back. Deep ball in, penetrating, cleared. Faiz again dangerously cleared, held away by United Kurung. Ball still in possession with Monyul FC. Another ball in, or rather an attempt at goal. Up in the space, won't do much good. That last shot was by Bomsang Singfo, the defender. Even the defenders are coming up ahead, trying to make an opening, create a chance and score a goal if the need be. Desperate times for Monyul FC. Ball was intended for Faiz but intercepted. Now it's Fabil on the other end for United Kurung, trying to dispossess. Ball is with Nunsiama. Bomsang plays it back to Nunsiama. Nunsiama plays a deep, long, penetrating ball. Cleared, not very convincingly. All kind of high-flying acrobatics really with the clearance there. In the United Kurung D box. Finally, throw in for Monyul FC. Another throw in. He blows the whistle. Throw in for United Kurung this time, taken very quickly. Intercepted. Vinchin made the run, turned and put the ball across in the center. Agung was waiting. Takes a crack at it. Vinchin managed to keep the ball in, but offside flag goes up. Faiz would have loved to have that ball. He would have netted that for sure, but the goalkeeper got to it before him. Regardless, the flag, offside flag went up. Wouldn't have done much good anyway. Frantic bit of football we're seeing in the second half. Frantic and frenzied. Lal Nunsiama, the captain for Monyul FC, really fighting for that ball. Gets the throw in. Looking for a teammate. Finds one in Bomsang. Bomsang plays it across. Or did he? That pass didn't look like it was very clinical or precise. And it's Rinchin on the left flank. Plays it across to Bomsang. Bomsang plays it back to the midfielder. Back to Bomsang. Plays it in deep this time to the left flank. Lost possession, but the ball was tipped away by United Kurung, so a throw-in quickly taken by Monyul FC. Rinchin there again, always lurking, always dangerous in that position. Puts the ball into the cross. Faiz jumped for that, didn't have the elevation. Back with the captain Lalung Siama now. Back to Bomsang he plays. Tame Agung has the ball. Chips it across. On the left, was looking for Rinchin. Doesn't quite find him. Cleared now on the right flank. This is Fabil now for United Kurung. Fabil, 1 against 3 defenders. Takes a shot. Hits the defender. He had a player there. Teammate could have passed it across to Lenjing Panyang. Could have made something of that. Nonetheless, the ball is still with Panyang somehow. Is it to Chera Chapang? Fabil still has an opportunity. United Kurung launches it in the stratosphere. Misses by miles. Fabil did give the ball away, and that could have been the third goal. Let's have a look at that action replay. It was Fabil's play initially. He took that shot, came off the defender. Poorly cleared by Monyul FC defense. 71 minutes of gameplay over. It's still United Kurung leading by 2-0. Good bit of work there. Arunachal on the loose on the right flank. Dispossessed. Well checked by the defender for United Kurung. Cleared for a throw-in for Monyul FC. Fabil now on the attack, one-on-one with the captain. Passed the ball along, made a good opening for his teammate Tako Kanu, but Kanu really couldn't do anything with that. That really should have been so much better, the finish from Kanu. Just not on the level that you would expect at this point in the competition. Fabil, of course, has been very troublesome. Scored the second goal earlier. Looking for his second goal if he can. Regardless of whether regardless of the fact that United Kurung's journey ends today. And if the scoreline doesn't change soon for Monyul, it could very well be the end of journey for Monyul FC as well. And their dreams of making it to the top four might just end. Another breakthrough, plenty of black shirts for United Kurung this time. Lots of support is needed. And ball still somehow with United Kurung. If Monyul FC players are asking for an offside, but assistant referee doesn't say anything. Rinchin now on the counter for Monyul FC. Good ball in, finds Faiz. Will Faiz take a shot? He does. Deflected, well saved by the keeper. Goes out for a corner kick. Faiz is always very dangerous in that region. Very intelligent very intelligent player. Takes the corner kick. Carried away by United Kurung defense. Goes out for a throw-in. That's the last attempt by Faiz. He saw that just too many black shirts there. Not enough space to pass the ball across to Tameagum, so decides to go for it himself. Now it's again Rinchin, again from the left flank. He's been hovering around there all throughout the evening, doing his best to put the ball across or make a good run towards the goal, but nothing is coming off it so far. Again, ball is with Faiz, dispossessed by United Kurung defender. Ably done. We're almost close to 75 minutes of gameplay, and the scoreline is still not looking good for Monyul FC. The assistant referee's flag goes up. Free kick for Monyul FC. Goalkeeper for United Kurung making sure he's happy with the wall there. Plenty of white shirts committing to that attack. They really must make something count. Flicked to the back, but nothing came off it. Goes out for a throw-in for Monyul FC. Quickly taken. Agung has the ball. Plays it back. Thompson cleared. Still hovering around. United Kurung on the break. This is Fabil now. It's a good run. Good ball in. May have a little too much pace there, but Manages to control it, loses possession. Intercepted with that sliding interception there, but ball is changing possession in a matter of seconds between the two teams. 76 minutes over. Still United Kurung with 2 goals and none for Monyul FC at the moment. Vincent again on the run from the left flank. A sliding tackle, dispossession of the ball. And Fabil for United Kurung. The ball on to Lending Panyang, the 2 strikers working in tandem, the 2 goal scorers from the match today so far. Possession given away to Monyul FC. Again now Rinchen leading all the way from the back. Faiz there, not able to get to the ball in time. It's the captain Benyashi. Hotly contested between the 2 players. Referee makes note. Faiz says that was a little too aggressive the way Benyashi was jostling with him for the ball. Referee telling all the other players to move away. He's going to have a word with the 2 players involved there, as you can see. It's fairly aggressive from the looks of it from both sides. It's a yellow card. But doesn't look like the yellow card was for any of the players involved, or rather another player from Monyul FC was probably trying to talk to the referee. Faiz now still having a word with the referee. Referee's checking with him about the scrap he had with Benyashi. The yellow card is still not in his pocket. We didn't see quite who that yellow card was shown to. Having a word with his 4th official possibly. Yellow card for the captain for United Kurung, Benyashi. He has been fairly aggressive so far. And that was, the first yellow card was for Sering Wange from Monyul FC. He was not really involved in that altercation, but quite likely, and he was probably having too many words with the referee when he wanted him to just stay away from it. Anyway, Panyang again on the loose, takes a crack at it, safely in the hands of the keeper. Didn't really cause much trouble there. Plays the ball deep. And there's enough players from United Kurung to check that. Good bit of one touch there between the players of Monyul FC, but given away possession to United Kurung. The player from United Kurung is down, but the referee says play on. And he blows the whistle. Have a look at the down player. It's almost 80 minutes of gameplay so far. 10 more minutes of normal gameplay remaining. And the scoreline is not looking any better for Monyul FC. A sliding tackle by Bomsing. Took down the player from United Kurung. Still down. Player from United Kurung, Takokano, is finally up. Coach from Monyul FC looking on intently. He must be worried. He knows what the current situation means for his team as far as moving up to the top four is concerned. Ball on the ground, game is resumed. Walmin Siyama leading from the back. Singfo loses possession to United Kurung. Rinchin trying to get that ball away from the United Kurung player if he can. Good work there by United Kurung. Panyang now with the ball. Barely managed to find his teammate there. Miscommunication, but still possession is retained by United Kurung. Rolling up from the right flank with a good run. Ball goes out of play. Keeper Absu there in that build-up there. He thinks that last touch, so rather that checking by the player from Monyul FC was a little too harsh, was probably looking for some support from the assistant referee. He gets none. It's a corner kick for United Kurung. 82 minutes of gameplay over. Quickly taking that corner kick. Chip to the center. And not aimed as well as one would have hoped for. He knows it. He could have done better with that. Panyang, the first scorer of the 2 goals that we have seen so far, could have made that his second goal and third goal for United Kurung overall. Ball managed to find its way to Tameagon. Faiz there wants the ball. Tameagon is brought down rather nastily. Going to be a free kick for sure, but somehow the player from United Kurung is also down in the process. Probably another case of muscle cramp. The referee signaling for the stretcher. Special balls coming in. Quite happy doing their work. The physio gets there before them, tells them to wait a bit. The referee still ushering the stretcher guys to come in. I think referee would prefer for the player to be carried off the pitch so that the game can resume. We're just at the final 6 or 7 minutes of gameplay now. With that added on time will be included. How much, that remains to be seen, and what will that do for Monyul FC? That is the big question. Audience member sharing a little bit of laughter amongst themselves. It's been a good month of footballing action so far in the Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League. We're almost at the end of the playoffs. Last day of playoffs will be tomorrow. And if Monyul FC does not win this encounter, then we'll get to know who gets the final 4th spot in the top 4 tomorrow. And Mega United plays their final match. The referee showing the yellow card. Again, the action happening off screen. We don't quite know who that was intended for. Looks like he's still having a chat, trying to figure out some names. I'm really not sure what's going on there at this point. He's jotting down some names for sure. Fabil and Lenjing the two goal scorers in that wall. And it's Faiz for Monyul FC who will take that free kick. And he just chips it in. Cleared away by the defense from United. Kurung goes out for a corner kick. Nonetheless, they're happy with their effort. 86 minutes away, quickly taken that corner kick. Ball chipped into the center by Tamiyagung. Ball is still with Monyul FC. Another set ball in, and that's the one they were looking for. Hits the top bar and goes inside to the back of the net. They seem to be just scrambling for the possession of the ball there, which for whatever reason the United Kurung player was denying. Monyul FC, as you can imagine, would like to get that ball as quickly to the center of the pitch and resume the match. And that's the goal. Lovely ball in there, headed nicely, finds the back of the net. No trouble there. Beautiful ball in, equally well placed header. Bomsing Singfor was the one with that pass. And looks like we had some substitutions now for United Kurung at the dying minutes. Dolu comes in place of Bamang Toko. Dolu. And at close to 88 minutes of gameplay, the scoreline is a little encouraging for Monyul FC. Those are the substitutions we just saw. And Monyul has struck back with one goal, and they would definitely want that equalizer if they can. John Das from United Kurung. He's the one who got that last yellow card. Again, we didn't quite see what really happened, which led to that. So United Kurung on the break from the left. Good bit of work there. Passed the ball along, but Dolu couldn't get to that. Had too much pace in it, but very good attempt by keeper Apsu nonetheless. Plenty of young potential future superstars of tomorrow in this league. One of the objectives of this league is to encourage and highlight and showcase the kind of talent that our state possesses. Not just the state, but the region as well. 89 minutes over. Monyul trailing by one goal. And that was Honitana Kamder who scored that goal. That solitary goal for Monyul FC. Now the corner kick, low one. Tried to take that cleverly, but doesn't quite find the target as intended. Leave on with that last attempt on the goal. The Monyul FC coach is getting in on the action. He really needs his team to score an equalizer, possibly another goal after that if he can, if they want to make it through to the top four in the knockout stages. Attacks are definitely coming fast and furious. Two players each from each of the team are down. Didn't quite see what happened there. It's the captain for United Kurung, Benyashi, who is down. And they're both holding on to their heads, so it's quite likely their heads might have collided. We'll get to see that in the action replay there. Looks like it. Difficult to say who got the worst of it though. Both the players are down, slowly making their way up. Minutes off added on time has been included. 91 minutes already over. That's the head-to-head collision that we saw earlier. The captain of United Kurung limping off the pitch. Probably will need some time to recuperate. Nonetheless, the match will resume. Throw-in quickly taken by Monyul FC. They're in a frenzied mode right now. They know if anything has to happen, it has to happen now. Drawing level will not be good enough. They have to win this encounter. Otherwise, who makes it to the top four is something which will not be dependent on them, but the match that we'll get to see tomorrow, which will have Mega United involved. Another good ball launch. Hit too well. Goes all the way across the line for a goal kick. Just bombs him with the last attempt. Launched in the air for that header but could not get to it. Again, penetrating ball inside, finds Faiz inside the D box but cleared by the United Kurung defense. Fabil controls the ball now for United Kurung. It's Fabil now. It's one-on-one. He has support from Tardulu and Tardulu has the ball. Can he make this one count? No! He was denied by the keeper. That could have been the third goal, should have been, but excellent work there by the keeper from Monyul FC. Arunachal, he did the job. Now ball is on the other end. That's Tamiagum now with a deep ball in. Has a go at the goal himself. Safely in the hands of the goalkeeper for United Kurung. No trouble there for Rido Tado. That last run we saw excellently orchestrated by Fabil. Passed the ball along without falling into the offside trap by Fabil. Tardulu was in position. And if the ball was struck with more intent and accuracy and power, that could have been 3-1 for Monyul, United Kurung. That was a good ball sent in by Richard. This is the last attempt we saw. Fabil. Lovely ball crossed. To be fair to Tardulu, he did what 90% of players probably would have done. But the keeper, Arunachal for Monyul FC, was up for it. Had no trouble. Looks like we have another injury there for the player from United Kurung. The stretcher is here once again. Physio is just telling the stretcher to back away, give some space to the player. And back out they go with the stretcher in hand. Happy to be of service. Just limping away, the physio is helping the player. Lenjing Panyang, the goal scorer of the first one for United Kurung, off the pitch. This might be the end of the campaign in the league for him. United Kurung, even if they win, do not go through anywhere really. This is it for them. And they knew it coming into the game, but that's not what Monyul FC was hoping for at the beginning of this game. And 96 minutes over. And that includes 8 minutes. That is with the 8 minutes added on time. The chances of Monyul FC making it through to the top 4 is seeming a little less likely with every passing second. Good ball in. Looks like the captain Lalnun Siama is up ahead. He's left his defensive duties. He wants to score that goal that Monyul FC so desperately needs. Good headed by Rinchin. Just doesn't have enough power. Faiz hovering right near the goal. Just looking for any kind of opportunity to dispossess the ball and put it in the back of the net. Bomsang really lunged for that. Couldn't keep the ball in play. Dolu somehow managed to get the ball across to Fabil. Fabil plays the ball ahead. And back to Fabil. It's now Fabil takes a cut and he makes it 3-1 for United Kurung. Right at the last minute of the game. And this could very well mean the end of the campaign for Monyul FC. They might not make it to the top 4 if this is the score line at which the match would end. Second goal for Fabil. Very intelligent striker, knows where to find the space and strikes that beautifully in the back of the net. United Kurung 3, Monyul FC 1. Again, look at that replay, lovely run there, and he just puts that across to the far post, away from the reach of the goalkeeper. It's absolutely no chance for the goalkeeper. 3-1 for United Kurung. Faiz still in the game. Cleared away. Tameagong plays the ball back to the captain Nunsiyama. Plays it ahead to Faiz. Bomsang tries to put that ball in, cleared by the defense of United Kurung. Back to Faiz. Faiz lobs it up. Headed, Rinchin. There was a contact there. Referee blows the whistle. Rinchin went down holding his face. The defender from United Kurung did seem to have his feet high up in the air. Not sure if he made contact with his feet to the face of Rinchin. He's holding on to his face. Down the pitch. Close to almost 100 minutes of gameplay, including the 8 minutes of added on time. United Kurung is leading by 3-1. Seems like a bit of an impossible situation to get back from, really. United Kurung doesn't go any further, they know that, but it's just a vindication. That little touch of glory. And that was a yellow card shown to Kipakaya for that reckless challenge we saw earlier against the player from Monyul FC Rinchin. And that's going to be a free kick right at the edge of the D box. Right on the edge. And looks like Faiz is the one who is going to attempt that. This could be the last opportunity to just strike back with one goal of their own. think scoring 2 goals and equalizing is out of question right now. Faiz takes a deflection off the head of the captain, Ganyashi, and goes for a corner kick for Monyul FC. United Kurung don't seem very bothered with that. Vincent puts the ball in the center. Cleared by United Kurung. Again, Fadil with the run, but referee blows the whistle, and that is the end of this match. United Kurung triumphs over Monyul FC with 3-1. United Kurung knows they are not going to go anywhere in the campaign. They knew it coming into the match. That it was Monyul FC that really wanted to win this in order to secure a spot in the top 4. As you can see, emotional moments for the players from Monyul FC. Some of them are just breaking down. They know they might have blown their chances to make it to the top 4. Players from United Kurung congratulating each other. They are just happy to have won their last encounter before going out. They're even going so far as to consoling the players from Monyul FC. Very empathetic. Good show of support there. Players from Monyul FC are devastated with that overall result. Just looking at the score table, we'll get to know what's the standing. Emotional moments, especially for Monyul FC. They played their hearts out throughout the campaign, and having come this close, really they deserve to do much better. This match, this result had no bearing whatsoever for United Kurung's prospects, but they fought like their life depended on it, and United Kurung, before they went out of the league, struck one back, won convincingly against Monyul FC, 3-1. They played the better game, probably didn't have as much possession, but they converted whatever they had into goals, and they truly deserved to win this match. Of course, unfortunate for Monyul FC, because disappointed looks in the players' faces. With that loss, they didn't manage to score that last 3 points that they were looking for, and they are trailing behind Subansiri United at this point. On top of the table is Capital Complex with 24 points. That's the statistics so far. 33% of possession only by United Kurung, as opposed to 67 by Monyul. 15 shots on target by Kurung. 21 by Monyul. 4 shots on target by United Kurung. 7 by Monyul. 3 corner kicks for Kurung. 11 for Monyul. 1 offside each for both the teams. 13 fouls committed by United Kurung. 7 by Monyul FC. And 2 yellow cards for both the teams. But at the end of the day, it's the scoreline that matters more than the possession or the opportunities created than the shots taken. And United Kurung is the one that has won this encounter 3-1 against Monyul FC. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the penultimate day of the playoffs for Indrajit Namchum Arunachal League. Just one more day, 2 more matches tomorrow, and that will definitively tell us who goes through to the top 4. Bear in mind, as far as the overall tally, the points is concerned, at this point it's Capital Complex all the way on the top with 24 points. Siang Warriors behind them with 19 points. Siang Warriors are yet to play another game, But regardless, I think whether they win or not, they will still go through to the knockout stages in second position. Subansiri United, having played all of their games, are at 16 points. And they are going through as well. Now, Monyul FC, if they had won this match, they would have been at 17 points. But they are at 14 points right now and trailing behind them. And Monyul has played all their matches, by the way, and that's the player of the match. Kabir FC Niga United is at 13 points, and how well they perform tomorrow is what will be the decider. Anyways, signing off for the night.